Same.
But I did trade out a feat before I left level 1.
Alright guys, we're live. Welcome to week 3 of Emerald Spire, part 3. We're entering the 3rd dungeon level, known as the Splinter Den. Joining me again tonight are the usual crew, with the exception of Kai, who I think is on vacation this week. We will go right to left this time, and so let's start with Steven. Steven, how are you this week?
Wonderful. Ready to go.
Anything new with your
This
character?
made it to level 2 in this game. I'm not slow tracking, so I'll go to level 3 after this game.
Alright, cool. Anash, still playing Thrain and Battlecat?
Yeah, still playing Train and Batcat. Had a good week. Just DM my first game last night for me, or earlier today, depending where in the world you are.
Indeed.
Other than that, I had a good week.
GMing is very important. I support all GMs 100%. Not Steven, Eric, I'm sorry, Eric. You and Betsalal, how are you guys doing this week?
Doing well. So Betsalel just hit level 2. Bought himself a buckler to boost that AC a bit, and then on my end, hit my first jam star this week. So good all around.
Yep, GMing. It's awesome. Everyone should GM something, especially for GMing for me. Dom, you and Snacks, always snacking. How's it going?
Yep. Unfortunately, I'm full. I just had some chicken Philly cheesesteaks. I just realized my mic was out, so did you read my lips earlier, or... Because you heard me say Byron, for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah,
your
mic was working.
Wow. Because I had to plug into my speakers. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, it was definitely... We were having a conversation, so...
Huh. I didn't know it could work that way for my speakers. I keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm having a good time. I trade out my extra exports for school focus invitation.
Okay, and that leaves us with Kroama playing the ever-popular Judge. How are you doing this week?
Well, my Saturdays have become really crowded because I GM a homebrew Mass Effect game, and then I move on to GM Kingmaker, and then I get to play this. It's just like this is my 8th hour of gaming. But I've also reached my 3rd star not too long ago, I think on Sunday last week. So
that's good.
I feel
that
like
+3 is just enough to shift you out of the range from dying to not dying.
I feel like people should GM like 1 in every 5 games they play, because then it kind of creates a nice little circle.
I wish it could be that high for most players and that low for most GMs. I think almost all the GMs I know GM exclusively and almost never play.
Oh.
One of the viewers would like to congratulate you guys on your stars. Those fresh stars. I, of course, am Arthur Perkins. I am the GM for this game. It has been a fantastic week for me. My PlayStation 4 and my Xbox arrived with a copy of Destiny for each. And just hit level 24 today. Get to that endgamey stuff. Shooting lots of things. Lots of shooting. So, moving away from shooting, let's get to stabbing.
I do not stab through things. I bring my hammer down upon them.
Ah, right. Right, of course. So,
although I do believe Thrain does a lot of shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, I should reveal the 3rd level of Emerald Spire. I don't know if the players have been keeping track, but I've been revealing the map on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
slowly.
To the east, to the right. Yeah, I saw that.
And let's get you guys moved over. Because it is so chock full of spoilers, I will not be reading the pretext today. Oops, that didn't work. I thought last week might be spoilerific, but this week basically you would walk in and just know exactly what to do.
Well, I did buy one item I forgot to mention. I'll type in and I'll email you about it.
Oh, you can just tell me. I'll probably know what it is.
Spell Delice, Lattie, is from the new book.
Lattice.
Basically, it's basically a pearl of power for, I believe, my class Arcanist.
Hmm.
Okay.
Spontaneous caster, bow power, in other words.
As long as it's PFS legal.
It should be, but let me double check to be on the safe side.
Sounds good. So you guys take that staircase you saw down, down to the next level, and you are immediately greeted in the distance of the site of the pillar running through the center of the facility, the green emerald spire. Broad stone stairs open onto a small, irregularly shaped chamber lit by oil lamps. To the east, a short flight of stairs leads up to a stubby door set in the middle of the wall, flanked by arrow slits. To the north, a wide gate of iron bars block the archway to a larger chamber filled with the eerie green glow of the emerald spire. Now, can you guys all make perception checks as soon as Judge walks around the corner? Okay. Berubus and Thrain, you both notice that Snags is standing right next to a secret door. Judge, as is typical for you, your head is immediately beset with a hail of arrows. Your armor making a bunch of noise. You see that those arrow slits to the east of you have arrows coming out of them, crossbows. And you hear a voice call out and say, "Now listen here, partner, why don't you just hold up right there, don't take another step. Not one more step. Why don't you tell us what you're doing here?"
I'm always happy to hear people that actually want to speak. Well, first of all, my name is Judge Dredd. I am here on an exploration party from the Pathfinder Society. We are here to fully explore and uncover anything about the Emerald Spire on its way down.
Well, I gotta tell you, boy, it's time for you to turn back. This ain't no Emerald Spire, this is our home. We live here.
So we've dealt with this same issue on the past 2 levels.
I
Now,
don't care
unlike
about them other levels. Me and old Becky here, that's my crossbow. We only care about this level.
all right, well, if you want to follow me, so if you want to follow me back to the Hell Knight Fortress, we can.
Oh, the Hell Knights? You work with the Hell Knights? Well, then you need to get the Hell Knight out of here.
Wow.
I don't think you. So all we have to do is verify your ownership of this land. That's all we have to do.
We own this land by the strength of our arms, and the blood and the sweat of our tears, and stuff like that.
I prefer a more lawful contract ordaining your
I prefer to shoot you
ownership.
in the face with a crossbow, but policy dictates I'll let you walk away.
Seem to be another impasse. It seems to happen a lot.
Vetsalao will swiftly
before you
whiff.
move forward, I should describe that the door is wooden with iron bands. It seems to be fairly well put together, and it has a series of locking mechanisms on it. It seems like it would be difficult to break through.
You're referring to that door?
Yes, you of course see 4 arrow slits. And there were at least 2 crossbows shooting at Judge. To the north, there is a iron gate. And the gate seems to be pretty difficult to lift. It is extremely heavy, made of iron and barred. From where you're standing, you can see into the next room, so allow me to describe that as well. The Emerald Spire protrudes from the western wall of this room. Stairs lead up from the central portion of the room to an iron gate to the south, and a reinforced wooden door to the north. 4 arrow slits to the north look out over the room. Next to the east wall, narrow stone steps descend deeper into the dungeon. So, I think you guys have a good idea of what you're looking at now, so that you can make any rash decisions you would like.
Alright, I am going to reconvene with my companions in order to decide what to do in this situation.
Judge, please step behind cover.
I step back to speak to you guys.
So,
Guys, I don't know if you see this, but there's a hidden door right here. At least it seems like it could be.
well,
Oh.
let's find out if this hidden door is trapped and whether or not it's locked.
Yeah, perhaps maybe he'll be more willing to listen up close and personal.
Yeah,
Again,
I
there's no
agree.
reason to resort to violence. However, I would like to get him notarized, as the other people on the previous floors have refused to do.
So, I'm going to take 20 to check for traps on the door.
Okay. As you do, you occasionally hear a guy calling on, "Hey! I can still see that guy standing right there around the corner."
Yeah, we're coming to get you. We just want to talk. Like I said before, all you need to do is come with
coming
us.
to get me?
We're coming so that you can come with us to the fortress. So to get, proper ownership details and whatnot.
So just to be clear, you are coming to get me.
As friends.
Of course.
Alright, he starts ringing
Yeah, I
an
know.
alarm bell.
Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't address that. Sorry.
Well,
You hear shouting echoing through the facility.
Nope.
It sounds as if at least a dozen people are moving around.
all right. That'll be fun. So, what do we find out about this door?
After about 2 minutes of checking, you find there are no traps in the door. It seems to open towards you, so it's like a hidden sally port through which someone could jump out and take a party from behind.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
All right. Well, I will. My part being done, I will step back and allow Judge to go on through.
This does not need to become a conflict. I will open the door.
Okay. Weapon racks and wooden wardrobes line the walls of this room. The dummies at the center of the room wear suits of armor. Masks hang on the wall near the door. Each consists of a brass nose piece with cheek guards, from which hang a veil of red silk.
I'm gonna step in. Is that right? All right.
A quick
Yep.
check around the room, you discover that there are 10 short swords, a dozen daggers, 4 light crossbows, 3 composite short bows with +2 strength, 2 suits of leather armor, 3 suits of padded armor, and 15 blood-red ceremonial robes in the wardrobe. There are also 12 masks.
There's another door. We want to move fast,
All right. Well,
Come
while
on,
we're in
Wildcat.
here, do we see anything?
You see what I had described. Quite a
Okay.
few weapons and pieces of armor, and a wardrobe filled with ritualized clothing.
All right. Betzelel is going to check for traps on the door. Since it sounds like we want to move fast, not going to take 20.
Okay, you do not believe that there are traps on this door.
All right. I check to see if it's locked.
Okay.
I
It is
always
not
imagine
locked.
that. I always imagine that checking for traps is like you also see if it's locked because you're investigating the door. I don't know.
I always consider them part of the same action, but I always mention it.
Makes
Alright.
sense.
Well, if you don't mind,
All right. Judge.
I'll open the door.
Okay.
Hold your ground.
Could roll for initiative. That'll save us some time.
No.
Sorry.
you see a 2 deep pile of crossbowmen, all preparing to shoot through the arrow slits, and some sort of officer figure standing in the back. So
As I,
let's see.
okay.
Alright, you guys are all up. Good, excellent.
Because combat already started. We don't need to do this.
Those guys mess with the wrong people.
Are you Batman?
I think.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to do a different voice, but it just sounds a lot like Batman. Yeah.
He is the knight. He's the Pathfinder seeder that we need, but not the one we wanted.
He is not the murder hobo that we need, but the one we deserve.
Too bad he doesn't have a dog. Then that could be Ace.
Oh, he has Battle Cat. I think that's close enough.
Sorry guys, just making some last minute additions here. I did not expect this fight to come up so quickly.
Neither did I.
That diplomacy roll, extra diplomacy by Judge, trigger more things early.
So, Judge, what are you saying with your diplomacy roll?
Once again, this does not need to be a conflict. We only need one of you to come back to notarize that you have proper ownership of this tier of the tower.
So
We do not need to fight.
You hear one call around the corner and says, "We're not going to notarize them their tower. Now you listen here. If you're okay with not getting any EXP or prestige points, we'll let you through to the next level. Because you seem like nice enough folks. But if you want that good stuff, you're going to have to... Your roll's not good enough. You're going to have to take it over our dead bodies. We'll fight to the death to defend our freedom for this several hundred square feet of land."
Pretty sure that's a group call, not judge call.
Yeah.
Sounds like we know what we got to do.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Judge?
Some things are more important than values.
Judge will abide to the decision of only other person who has signed his contract.
Betzalel wants loot.
This is not a worthwhile condition. We will spare your lives if necessary. If necessary, if
Okay.
possible. That's the word.
If possible.
So yeah, pretty much yeah.
Anything else?
Right. No, that's what said need to be said.
Okay, Thrain.
All right. Train moves out here.
Okay, so when you do, you're going to set off a ready to action.
Oh wait, so that was I don't know, it was my turn. I thought it was just discussion for my random diplomacy.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah, I'll take you out of... I just put you in delay, so you'll come out
Yeah, sure.
after Thrain.
Okay.
You come around the corner and the bolt just kind of skips off the wall next to you, and there's a stream of sparks, which seems weird because it's a stone wall that doesn't really seem like sparks should be coming from it.
All right.
And you're up.
All right. So the train moves out there. Battle Cat moves here. I'm gonna attack this one.
Okay.
just the first attack. 22 for 6.
Okay, that's gonna connect and hit.
And then Thrain fires a shot at that one as well.
Okay.
One back shot. Oh. Alright, that's going to be 11, but I still think it misses.
Okay. It bounces off of the leather armor. The armor, you just catch a particularly thick spot. Right around the same time, Battlecat bites that same spot and rips a nice chunk out. Nice bloody chunk. Judge, you were standing around talking to them, and Thrain pushed past you, and you're like, wait a second!
Alright. 5, 10, 15. I'll move up to here, and I will... I guess I might as well. As I move, I will draw my bow, and I will shoot at the one back here.
What is the... Are those barrels impassable terrain, or are they difficult terrain?
They're difficult terrain. The boxes are basically impassable right now.
Judge, you could go there if you wanted.
So it's not impassable. You can stand there.
You could stand there, yes.
Okay, I will actually pull out my hammer and move the extra 15 feet.
Okay.
So 2 moves. That'd be 2 moves.
Alright, Erebus.
Is this... Excuse me, is it the same thing with this one right here?
Yep. It's difficult, but you can
Okay.
still move through it.
No, I can't. Not on this turn. So I'll move up behind Battlecat. And next round I will jump in.
Okay, Betzlow.
Alright. Things are getting mighty crowded up front, so he's going to go 5, 10, 15. Just go there, and he will shoot with his bow at that one.
Okay.
So he has precise shot, but he doesn't have anything to take away the cover.
Alright.
So, yeah, that shouldn't hit.
So it does physically hit, but again, it just hits armor and bounces away. This lady in the front looks a little frightened to be standing in melee with someone who negotiates with Fell Knight. She drops her crossbow and whips out her short sword and then tries to stab Judge.
Not a good idea. Please, just lay down your arms. This is in combat, of course, so it's pointless.
18.
Minimum of 20
Alright.
flat-footed.
5 footsteps back and snacks.
Okay. So we walk up and say, "Don't worry, guys. I'll watch the flank." Move right over here.
Okay, when you step next to the statue of a woman holding a water urn, you hear a clicking noise. Can you make a fortitude save?
No.
Oof.
No.
Okay. Nothing further happens. You move there. Anything else?
I don't know. So, anyway, guys, I got the back. That's it for me.
All of the fighters that you're facing all begin laughing. And the one in the back here fires off a bolt at Judge.
I don't think you understand what the concept of armor is.
Swan one standing in the front drops the crossbow and whips out a short sword and engages Battle Cat. 20.
That'll hit.
7 points of damage.
Alright.
This one back here is gonna drop the crossbow, step up and engage Judge. This dungeon is currently counted as being both a dungeon and underground, guys. All stages in the future will count as being dungeon underground at this point.
Alright. I mean, there could be
Just
some
the
weird map
first
or
one
something.
wasn't.
Okay.
Alright, this guy back here reloads and sticks a bolt that is slathered with some sort of purple substance on it into their crossbow and fires it at Snacks all the way around the corner.
Which one's firing that?
Ah, snap.
So let's see here. They have a -4 for shooting through cover, but that's about it.
Yeah, that hits. Bullseye.
Okay. And you're gonna need to make a fort save.
I'm going to say no again.
Okay, this time something actually happens. So let's see here. Let's put a nice poison marker on you. What's a good poison marker? That one looks good. And pull this up real quick. Gotta open my GMG. There we go. Your save will in fact fail. You immediately take 1 dexterity damage.
Oh, that's not so bad.
For an initial effect.
Thrain.
Thrain's gonna try and take another shot at this one. It's like they mess with the wrong people. Rapid shots.
I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the
27.
first one.
Will hit.
For 5. And boom.
Which one were you shooting again? The front right one?
The one in front of Judge.
Okay. So 5 and 7. And let me just check real quick. That person is now bleeding heavily with 2 arrow wounds, 1 in each shoulder, but is still up.
Alright, and Battlecat will full attack that one. Battlecat attack. For, yeah, 9, 12, and 19. So 3.
Oops, -3, not -63.
That's a lot of damage.
Alright, Judge, the person in front of you is looking very beaten.
Does this chair appear to be difficult terrain?
Yes. And in order to move onto the table, you'll have to take opportunity to jump up on top of it.
I was trying to get to here, but if it's difficult terrain, I won't try it. Yeah. Sorry about this. I'll make my attack against the person in front of me.
Okay.
No, that'll be fine. I will then provoke 2 attacks as I move up to here.
Okay. Uh, 23.
23 will meet.
And that's going to confirm.
Very nice. 2 19s, that's pretty nice. In that case...
You take
All right,
8 points